Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another episode of the League of Legends. And I want to apologize somewhat because this was actually a champion in the support world that was a long time coming that I had promised you guys, or at least told you I was expecting to play, and that is Pool Party Lulu. So I hope you guys don't mind it's a bit late. I just think it's the most adorable Lulu skin right now. Like, look at that look at Pixel. Or Pix, not Pixel. But look at that little goldfish. Like, he's like a little pet fish, but he's also a puffer fish, which I think are poisonous if they spike you with no needles. I like starting glitter lamps because it helps me get off some procs of tribute from Spell Thief's Edge, so I can get a lot of gold. Awesome amounts of gold. And I like, if you guys watch as I walk, the eyeballs go up and down and like just shake around. And if you guys look really close, the Pix reminds me more of like a rubber ball than a fish. He looks like one of those rubber spike balls that you get to throw around in gym or something, or maybe just in a pool, like a small rubber ball. I think it's actually really cool looking. I love a lot of things about the skin. I especially love it's like a pool fully on her head with bandages because it's obviously been torn in some places, and then her animations just come up beautifully. And let's see, this looks like she might be using the original Vayne skin. Nothing stiff in there. So let's go over the teams real quick. Top Nocturne, mid Azir, Jungle Master Yi, ADC Vayne, and support Lulu. They have support Nami, ADC Varus, top Galio, mid Xerath, and a Jingle Fizz. And depending on, I've seen Fizzes go both AD and AP. I mean, it seems like his AD form had been buffed when his ultimate got changed, and everything about him kind of got changed a bit. But now if you look back onto it, it feels like his AP form is a bit better. Oops, I'm so glad I didn't steal that by mistake. I didn't expect the smite there, which gave me a mini heart attack. I'm like, am I going to steal the Force Gromp? That would have been, like, horrible. Can actually go ahead and throw that out there. Get off a proc. Gonna auto-attack her. I thought she might have auto-attacked me in Torn, and Varus just narrowly misses out on his Q, so I managed to get off some free poke. Gonna throw that out there. Nami running right into it for some reason. But, you know, that's no problem. So I'm going to go ahead and focus on getting around a little bit of poke. Instead of going for another Q, since it does take a lot of mana, I'm actually going to start trying to auto-attack a bit, depending on how much I can get away with. Because, you know, maybe they'll start auto-attacking me and realizing whenever I come close they can get off a free auto-attack. Ooh, they were to lane 4, so it seems like they reached level 2 first, of course. But we're almost there ourselves. And this is when things get a bit tricky. You can use your E to protect your ally. You could use it to do a plethora of things, such as you can attack, like put it on your opponent and then make it angle so I could hit both of them with it. Well, I think I might have hit the Nami, I'm not sure. It's really kind of depends on what side of Pix is on of them. So I actually can go ahead and do that. And if you guys didn't notice, I used it to increase the length significantly and hit the Varus. But like I said, the combos do take up a lot of mana. A lot of mana. Like, you guys look how little mana I have. That's just why I like getting the Biscuit of Rejuvenation as in my Masteries table. Or my Mastery tree. It restores 20 health and 10 mana immediately, and then 150 health over time. So it gives a quick 10 mana, which can be very helpful if you really need to get off a spell. Like, right now, it's very potent in the early game, but not so much in the late game. Oh, it seems like Xerath had popped his heal. That's at least what the Zero is saying. So we gotta be grateful for that. And I like getting Whimsy because it's definitely gonna make any kind of trade we enter much more lopsided to our own side, because it allows us to put them in a state of being both almost blind. It's kind of like a combination of both blind and a silence. If you guys don't know what a silence is, you probably do, but a silence is, it makes you can't use any spells or abilities and summoner spells, and I think maybe activatable items. I'm not sure. But then blind makes it so you can't auto-attack. And if it's a combination of both of those, like I said, it's actually pretty cool because it makes it so that the opponent can't auto-attack or do anything, such as a spell-wise. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab him. Okay, I'm going to actually try to hit the Nami, since I did get some points off on the Varus. And though I'm going to take quite a bit of poke for that, because they did manage to realize that I was sticking around a bit too long. She should be able to get that just fine. We weakened it a bit, and she should get that one as well just fine. I'm actually going to say, the jungler's Fizz, he can be probably a tricky little fella. So I'm going to be a bit more concerned with maybe going ahead and doing something with it. And I'm actually going to turn him into a fish so he can't auto-attack us back. Though, look, if you guys look, my mana is going down quite fast. And I like leveling up my shield first. as it will definitely give me, if I need to heal, give myself a quick shield or give my Vayne a quick shield, just make sure we survive. It will be very helpful in the end. So let us see. Ooh, like you see, like now, I'm gonna shield myself just a fraction of a second too late. I think it was mostly because of certain things that I could not help on my own, just being the fact that I was stunned, and I don't think I could shield myself any faster, though I believe you can do like Alt E. Let me check real quick. And it's, yeah, that's self cast, which I'm not too good at yet because it's in a kind of awkward position for me, so I'm not exactly gonna make most of the use of that. But that's a quick tidbit. If you guys do feel the need to go ahead and do that and self cast, you can always do Alt E, and that's a little bit faster than trying to put it over yourself, as it may. And if you guys saw there, I noticed the Varus was coming a bit too close, so I used his own momentum and the fact that he didn't stop in time to my own advantage, and use that to kind of like make sure he got pegged with the Q. Can actually throw that out there. Not gonna hit any of them, sadly. Not gonna get any of my GP gold down, but it seems like, let's see, the Vayne is actually doing a very well job farming, which she's a very late game scaling kind of champion, meaning you gotta kind of focus on farming with her. Bot need help. I don't know. I don't think bot really needs that much help. We just kind of need a farm, to be honest. Let's see. We're kind of keeping up in levels, though I am actually a bit under-leveled. I guess I kind of maybe stayed too far from some minions, which didn't give me the experience for it. But now I'm level 5, not my bad. And if you guys don't know Lulu's like role as a support, it's kind of, she's a very good champion at disengage, but she also can do a lot of tricky plays here and there. Also, look, she just pulls down her thing and then pulls it up on all around her, which is something I used to do when I was younger. I used to take my t-shirt and just kind of pull it all around me, so I think it's nice and whimsical. I really like that part of Lulu as a champion. Like, she's just kind of like really whimsical. Not getting that item, actually. Not yet, at least. I'm going to go ahead and get myself a sight stone. Can't really get too much of that. Actually, I think I'm going to go say, I don't need too many health potions. I'm probably going to go ahead and get a mana potion. And it seems like Vayne might just be dead. She probably should have just backed off. Though I guess she didn't want to leave the Yi. And the Yi did, I think, burn his flash. So overall, he did also burn the Varus flash. So overall, it's not super bad. But I do feel like a lot of it could have been played much better on their part. Maybe if I stayed, but I didn't have any mana. So I don't feel like I could have been too helpful. I feel like this is just something that they should have stayed back on their own. So Vayne is going to lose out on some farm, sadly. Meaning, of course, that as, you know, a late game scale, that's going to be a bit hard for her. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't letting me attack him right away. Actually going to go ahead and use my abilities on him, like I said. Oh, and it seems like Nocturne's going to come in. He has that, so I'm actually going to go ahead and... Ah, dang. I was hoping to get my shield on and maybe get off long range, whatever, long range Q by increasing it with the E in order to slow them. Oh, and it seems like, come on, Nocturne, don't die. Okay, it seems like Nocturne is just so strong at this point. Can actually shield and speed up the Master Yi so that he can do a little bit of chasing, but it seems like, you know, they're way too far away. But it doesn't matter. She showed the Fizz who was boss, and that means we are definitely going to get a bit of a free chance at Dragon. So that's good. Actually going to go ahead and Q him. Or not. It's going to just barely, nearly miss. And we're going to, since the Master Yi is going to tank it, we're actually going to go ahead and give him a bit of a power boost with our shield. If we did get it on him. It's kind of hard to hit it with the dragon in the way, sadly. Okay, we managed to get it. And if you guys didn't know, I cast Whimsy on myself. Which is why I say Lulu has a lot of Whimsy, considering it's one of her moves. So let me see. Whimsy, if you guys see it, target an ally, the game movement speed. Oh, what? 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 Dang, that's... am I wrong? Yeah, I think they might have nerfed it, maybe. W used to give whoever you gave it to extra magic damage, which I thought was going to allow me to do more damage with my Q, which would, in turn, help me take out the dragon faster. But it seems like that was something that was perhaps removed, sadly. But whatever. Let's see. Azir is near dead. It seems like he's been trading pretty evenly with the Zerath, but it seems like the Azir has died to the Fizz once, considering he has more deaths than the Zerath has kills. Ooh. Zerat's striking out with his ultimate. If you guys don't know, he kind of has almost a really long range ultimate, and it gets longer range with each level. So it's actually something really good to get leveled up. And I don't know, the Azir actually did something probably incredibly daring, and it worked out great for him apparently. He probably did something like he flashed or used his soldiers to get behind the enemy Xerath and used his ultimate to push him into tower, which caught the Xerath off guard and probably allowed the Azir to get off tons of damage on him. And I may have missed the Varus, but I did get some damage onto the enemy Nami, and I did get a tribute stack, so that's all good. I'm actually going to go Q him and get them both with that. Nope, it seems like the Nami's going to dodge it. But it seems like she's probably dead. Gonna actually try to shield her. I do have my ultimate though, so we could have dived it, to be honest. Okay, so she's near dead. I didn't feel like my ult was required for that. Okay, so he's definitely gonna shoot me, and I guess the Vayne should back off. I mean, I could definitely ult her, but I mean, she should have focused on diving a bit better. Okay, so they're actually gonna focus me. Gonna flash out of here. Simply, I don't want to risk it. Though I could probably pop my mana potion. I have to be careful of any Qs off of him. Like, he might be charging up a Q, trying to get me secretly. But I feel like if we continued that fight before, you know, Varus got all healed up again by the Nami, because Nami is a phenomenal champion for healing. And I guess there's no choice for me but to go back, though I don't want to get too close to the Varus. So I'm actually going to just stay close enough that I can't get hit. But if they do try to dive the Vayne, I'll actually be in a good running contention to be able to save her. And it seems like Master Yi has come down, but I'm definitely no way able to fight this. I'm going to say, is it warded? I don't think so, but we're too low. I had to back. Master Yi should have just kind of tried to help the Vayne defend. I feel like going in like this is definitely just gonna be a bit of a bad idea if he does get caught out, or the Vayne might die. They might focus on the Vayne if she enters the fight, taking her down way too early. So yeah, he should probably have just stayed to pressure the lane maybe, but it seems like they backed off. Had my heal had 2 seconds left, meaning Xerath just died to, I don't know, I guess he had 3 kills from before, so it's not the Xerath who killed, I mean the Azir who killed him, because you know, like when he pushed him under tower with his ultimate when he was 2, 3, now he's 3, 4, and 1, meaning he did get an assist recently, most likely meaning that since the Yi was down bot, I guess the Nocturne came to help him. That may have been too long and kind of like pointless, but I'm just saying it's a very good idea to kind of see, maybe kind of decipher what went down. Ooh. Can actually, oh, what? Why does he do so much damage? I mean, I tried shielding and ulting myself, and they managed to get my pink quartz, so I'll just buy another one. Sadly, I wasn't expecting the Fizz to be there, 100% honest. And well, the fact that he has his ultimate, if you guys, I know it does a damage multiplier. After a short delay, Chakra Webs knocking all targets and knocking all enemies hit adult magic damage. And, didn't even get to finish reading it. So rude, Rito. So rude. But if you guys want me to just say, it kind of does a bit of he'll do extra magic damage will be done to the person who has that trident mark over his head like I did. And I was hoping I could E myself to last a bit longer than ult myself. And it seems like after all, we had a bit of a even advantage. It seems like things are quickly going downhill and spiraling out of control, sadly. Not much we can do at all. Not much at all. Yes, Fizz is OP as he's hecka OP. And the thing is, like, Nami has such great heals that this is just a bad this is such a pain. Like, I just came back to lane and I already have to go back. The thing is, Lulu is a really good poking support and can really do a lot of damage, but Nami kind of shuts that down simply because she does have that pretty much almost infinite heal if she does have enough mana, which is definitely going to show a lot of problems. And it seems like Fizz is doing a good job just going around the map and just going and getting kills for him and his teammate. GG Fizz OP. We gotta have better awareness, and we need to keep calm. You can't just go, you tried to 2v1. I don't think he tried 2v1 because he probably didn't know that the Fizz was there or was coming, or he probably didn't realize it early enough. Gonna shield and attack the Varus, gonna try to polymorph him, not really gonna help. Though it seems like, you know, that the Nami went to heal the Varus and it still did a bunch of damage to me, which is gonna be a lot of pain, especially since Varus definitely gonna get a better head start as soon as like we ended up getting ganked by, I don't know who got ganked by, but I know that, oh yeah, we weren't ganked by someone. It was Master Yi who came in with just him and the whoever, and I think Master Yi might have died. No, it seems like Varus only has 1 kill, but Varus did manage to get a few good items off that, I'm sure of it. So apparently, you know, that kind of really ruined our lane. Not saying it's completely his fault. Gonna actually see if I can't. Nope. Gonna actually heal myself. Shield, I mean, not heal. And I'm probably gonna get killed here. So Vayne almost got that kill. So close. So sadly, the constant heals from the Nami kept the Varus alive, sadly enough. And I'm gonna say he should just back off right now. They should have seen him as when he was crossing by here and he saw them. That definitely means they saw him. But that was definitely close. If we played that off perhaps a bit better, perhaps maybe if Vayne managed to get off an E and knock the Varus into the wall. So it's not like we don't have a good chance. And good. That was a good flash. Good flash, Vayne. Just gonna say it as I see it. I don't know. That might not help still. Okay, looks like she's not gonna die. That's good. But she managed to flash his ultimate, which definitely saved her life. If she managed to get the ultimate off, if Fizz managed to get the ultimate off, he would have been dead. And it seems like Vayne got the assist for that, so that's still going to be pretty good. Though I'm 0-2-1 now because of that last fight. But the Vayne managed to survive, which took away not only Fizz's ultimate and ability to kind of like really fight, but it also kind of left the Fizz in a position where he was up too far and the Master Yi could just trade with him naturally. Though I'm not going to stay too close because I know that the Varus and Nami can still pack a punch. I'm still going to just try to get off some tribute gold, of course. And this increases the polymorph duration, so I do like this. I mean, the slow duration, not the slow, but I don't know exactly what it does, to be honest, or what the stats are by leveling it, but you know, it's still, I believe, pretty good. And it seems like top lane, he has 2 deaths, but he still has 3 kills, so. And it seems like he's definitely taking a lot of beating. It seems like that's probably where Fizz got most of his kills from. But if we can push this correctly and kind of like keep press an advantage, we should still be able to win because we do right now have more turrets than they do. Gonna actually go ahead and poke him some more, especially since I see that Nami's out of lane, which gives us a lot of free kind of poking potential without the heals. I'm gonna just see if I can't get close enough. Ooh, I almost got an E off there, which would have been awesome. I'm actually gonna get the off there on my minion and throw a Q in off at him. But I'm gonna try to avoid that ultimate. I'm gonna say, ooh, I actually got caught there. And I don't feel like too threatening to you. I'm actually gonna speed myself up because the Nami sped him up. Or not, I'm actually gonna miss. Gonna actually dodge that. Nope. Oh wow, why does he do so much damage? I underestimated him so much. If I knew he was gonna do that much damage, I would have done few different things. I would have gone ahead and either flashed, shielded myself, ulted myself. I would have done what I could have to kind of save myself. I believe my ult has a lower cooldown, so that would have been probably much better to do it. I tried so hard, got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. He's quoting a song. I used to do that too. I mean, I don't think it's cheesy at all. I think it's kind of funny, but you know, I'm not in the mood here. I'm getting my butt kicked. I need to go into super try-hard focus mode, guys. So I'm usually really good at Lulu, but I feel like overall, the matchup and how things were going in the entirety of the game definitely put us in a huge advantage. And oh wait, no, 2-1. They actually had the tower advantage, and now they still have it. Because I thought we had 2-1, but that's not the case. I'm actually gonna. I was gonna try to speed her up, but sadly that did not happen. And she's kind of just... I'm actually going to speed myself up. She's going to get slowed down, sadly. And I don't think there's much we can actually do anymore. She's going to throw out that ultimate. I'm going to try to sidestep it. Gonna not get hit by it still, but it's not like super inconsequential. And it seems like our team wants to go for the dash. So I'm actually going to put down a ward here. I was thinking maybe, just maybe, I don't think it was going to be the case, but I can kind of shield my ward. My ultimate's up, so I mean, I feel like if we do try to die this, we could definitely do it. Azir's going straight in. I'm going to see if I can't ult him. Azir, you fool. Gonna actually slow him down. Try my best to take him down. Okay, we actually managed to take him down, so good job. We're probably dead here if you see the Fizz coming in. Gonna actually shield the Yi and throw off my Q, and gonna speed boost the Azir just in case. He was the one that was closest, and I'm guessing there's a ward in here. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna focus on that first before I go and kill this minion. Good job, team. So like I said, we're not out of it yet. We just need to really focus and do our best to push. And it seems like they'd get another tower top lane. The Galio's kind of split pushing, which was very smart considering that everyone else was gone. Vayne's about 20, maybe, yeah, about 20 behind. So she needs to focus on farming, but overall I feel like we're doing a good job. Screw whoever I hit with my ulti. I messed up my triple kill. Yeah, I guess, you know, he could have played that much better, which would have resulted in him getting a triple kill. I'm glad he didn't get that triple kill. Of course, I'm very ecstatic that he didn't get that. And we have 2 dragons, 2 towers. Not as much as they do, but I feel like we definitely have a chance of still coming back. Simply because we have certain advantages that will kind of give us a lot of good strength throughout the game. I'm actually going to put my pink ward down here because it's a good crossing point. We'll be able to see them, and it's good to make sure that they don't have vision there themselves. I'm going to put that ward down there. I don't know if Azir's anywhere nearby. Can actually, I mean, Xerath, my bad guys, I keep getting that messed up. But the problem is, now that Galio is pushed out his top lane, he's actually taking the going to try to take the bot lane. Can actually speed myself up. Nope, I don't think I could really do anything there. Sadly, I could probably go around, but let's see, what can I do here? I feel like, okay, I'm going to need to shield him. Okay, he managed to just barely survive. Vayne almost jumps into that. And I'm going to do a lot of damage and make sure that Varus can't do a lot of damage by polymorphing him. I'm going to get him there, dodge that, whatever it is. Going to throw out my ghosts to slow them down. But sadly, there's no teammates coming to really help us. So I'm actually going to say we're in a bit of a pickle, but I mean, I feel like if we stay far back enough for the Varus Q not to hit us, we should be half decent, but it seems like the Galio teleported bot lane. So let's see. They backed off accordingly, knowing that their teammates had left. I'm afraid that they're going to be over the jungle wall or something, so I'm actually going to throw that down there. And yep, I was 125% right. Can actually slow polymorph him and get myself out of there. That was really good on my part because I managed to save myself. And I didn't really get an assist for the Nami, but you know, I saved myself, and because I was there with such a low amount of health, they felt more or less entitled to try to take me down. And it seems like the turret is going to take down the Azir's ult. LOL. What the? I hate that turret. Galio doesn't like that turret either. So apparently, the fact that Azir had thought ahead of time to put down a turret to kind of give some defensive stats to his team was very well done. Very well done indeed. Gonna move that over here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get my Moby boots, get myself a bit more speed, and I feel like when I was going 0-3-1, I'm now 0-3-6, so I feel like we're definitely taking this game back, guys. So hopefully you guys mulled through to the beginning part and really are getting to the action here. He's getting a nerf next patch. I guess, you know, he's pretty strong in the jungle now with his Devour. Is he even getting Devour? No, he's getting Warrior. So it doesn't really matter, but Devour really is a buff to farming junglers, like Yi, who is someone who can really be strong with farming, but I guess every other kind of Yi doesn't really get that much strength. Devour Yi too strong, like I said. Like I was just explaining, that's probably why he was getting his nerf, because it exactly was the reason why he was getting his nerf. So, you know, we got some ahead time there. We predicted it, and it seems like we're getting the Skull Crab there. And I'm going to say, I think we should fight this. She actually flashed for that. And it seems like the Nocturne is in the mid lane, ready for some kills. Gonna actually speed up the Master Yi. Gonna Q him and slow him. See if I can't get off an exhaust on someone. The Nami seems to be the closest target. Gonna actually slow down him. Shield myself. Gonna whimsy him and transform him, but it seems like the Yi is definitely taking a bit of poke there. So I'm actually gonna flash out. He gets a little bit of a speed up from getting hit by an ability. So hopefully I can get that in time. He predicted that very well on his part. I'm gonna say Yi should just back off. Sadly, I feel like there was a bit of hesitation from the Yi there. Not saying that it was completely his fault. I mean, in the end, it was probably better to hesitate because they definitely did have Nami there, who really could put a stop to us, and that's kind of a scary thing to go up against someone with a lot of CC like Nami, when someone like Master Yi, if he does get CC'd, can be very hardly kind of shook off. If you guys did check out my support Bard game, I believe it was the last one I did, I actually was able to completely shut down the enemy Master Yi throughout the entire game, just through using my abilities and CC to take him down. And it seems like our Vayne was able to do a good job there, and it seems like hopefully should be able to take out the Varus too, but it seems like the Azir kind of took it, so good job, team. Sadly, I did die, and that does put my score a little less of a KDA. Yeah, the KS, I guess that's what I was explaining, that I kind of didn't feel like the Azir was too necessarily needed in that fight, but he did kind of participate anyway, so you know, whatever. And Vayne just takes down the Azir with a lot of powerful moves, and I'm actually gonna say, since he's gonna kind of take it, I'm actually gonna give him the shield, and I'm gonna put down some more wards somewhere further along the jungle, kind of get an idea where they are. I haven't seen the Fizz for a while since maybe he died top lane, so hopefully, you know, he didn't AFK or anything. He's still got an ability off, so I'm actually gonna slow him down, throw off some vision, maybe see if there's another enemy. Yeah, Fizz is actually right there, so that was very good. That Twin Shadows Ghost showing me where the Fizz was definitely saved our lives there. If we kind of went into a haphazard fight there, we could have definitely died. And it seems like he's going for 2 Abyssal Scepters, which has a unique aura, so it doesn't stack, but he gets 140 magic power, ability power, and 100 magic resist, which is definitely going to be strong. He's definitely going to be an anti-mage, I guess you might say. Because, I mean, that's something that you consider Caston, who has his silence, which gives him a shield for magic resistance. He used to have his silence. It got removed, actually. Go figure. People thought he was too strong. Gonna actually start building into the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, as it will give me a slowing effect, while also giving me some good AP. Which, if you guys don't know, my shield actually scales off AP, so it's actually pretty dang. It's pretty good for your allies too, just building magic resist. Well, this one will give you your ally base movement speed plus a percentage due to the whole idea of that magic ability power. And the slow, it doesn't really change too much. It just increases the damage, and this increases the bonus health. So overall, magic power is gonna be pretty good. Oh, I might be dead here. Nope, it seems like they are not going on for that. They're more interested in the turret. I thought that I was slowed for sure. I was probably going to die, especially because I didn't have flash. Why are you making me go this way? That's the thing. Pathing is just sometimes weird. I'm actually going to go ahead and go attack him. And it seems like since the minions are taking them down, it doesn't really matter. I was hoping that if I went ahead and hit the Varus with my Whimsy, he'd be unable to attack the turret, and that would delay his push a bit, which it didn't really do it at all. Gonna actually speed boost the Master Yi and throw out those little ghouls there to slow them down. And I'm actually gonna see Master Yi probably will need a shield. Gonna actually see he got slowed by the exhaust and the thing there, so hopefully he does take them out. I don't want to accidentally KS it, sadly, so I'm not gonna go for it. And it seems like the Vayne came from behind, got the Varus, so good job, team. I didn't do too much there. I gave the Yi some ability to stick to the Nami, but other than that, I didn't really do much. I'll do much. I feel like my impact is definitely lessened by the fact that, you know, I don't think we're doing super great. Gonna actually go ahead and stop him there. Gonna Absorbus him, and he could definitely turn around and Q me. Sadly, the Nocturne didn't come in to fight with me. That would have been something I feel would be really powerful. If that hit me, that could have either killed me or made it so that the Xerath could ult me and take me down pretty dang easily, actually. Yep, now the Xerath could actually really take me down with his ultimate, so I'm going to focus on that, maybe save me or the Nocturne with my E and ultimate. Can actually throw out a few spells there. Azir knocked them off and actually killed the Xerath, which is very powerful, and the Vayne came in there and managed to take them down. So I feel like actually overall we're actually getting a really good push on. So like my team's definitely carrying us out of this. I do feel like I didn't have a lot of impact as a support. Nock, hurry up. I don't know what Nock's trying to do. I guess they knew, maybe he knew he was coming for the Varus. I know that I don't have too much to fear from this guy, so I'm actually going to go ahead and slow him down. Don't have too much to fear. I'm actually going to speed myself up just in case, and it seems like our team's going for flank, though Fizz may come down for a flank as well, so we need to be careful here. I was hoping maybe I could get him to go in. Can actually show, I have my ultimate up. Can actually throw down my ghost to see if I can keep one of them in place. Never mind, I used too much mana. Can actually just flash out of there and give myself speed boost. You see, there's an important thing in life when you gotta consider how to use your flash. If you gotta save it or something, like I saved it to the moment where I felt like, okay, I have to wait so that they can't see me exactly right after I flash. Because if the Xerath was able to predict my flash and then just stun me, that would have been the end of me. I would have been toasted. I would have been roasted. I would have been deader than dead. So I waited till he threw out his stun and flashed, and then I had enough mana to do my Whimsy, which really was the kicker, which definitely got me out of there alive. So it seems like he was dead no matter what. He was probably going to get slow, and then there's a Fizz. Of course, Fizz can't take out Vayne. Like I said, Vayne is a very strong late-game scaler. Can actually speed or boost up. Can I save the Azir's life? Can actually knock him up. Just make sure he doesn't die to the enemy Galio's ultimate. No Penta for you. That's mean. I guess, you know, Fizz died to the Vayne, so that's kind of like natural. But I managed to keep the Azir alive, which is pretty good. Pretty dang good. And I made sure, and if you guys didn't know, it actually stopped the Galio's ultimate. If you guys don't know, Galio's ultimate is a channel that goes over time, and like Nunu's channel, if you guys watch my last game, it can be disrupted by CC. Okay, so we're definitely trying to go for this. Gonna actually get targeted down there for a bit. Hopefully we can take out the turret. I don't have a lot of actual attack damage. I'm actually gonna probably die here if I'm not careful. Gonna speed myself up, which is gonna save my life. Nope. Gonna actually probably die here if I'm not careful. But you know that because our team is here, we actually did get a really nice shield there. And it seems like the Fizz, not fully afraid of the Nocturne's power, will back off. Gonna actually throw down my ghosty ghost here for fun, I guess. Not really necessary, but you know, we're gonna take down the turret. And it seems like the Vayne is chasing the Fizz. I'm actually gonna shield her. But sadly she didn't go much further, I guess, you know. She definitely didn't want to go too ham. Oh, I'm actually gonna get stunned here. Let's see. Gonna actually transmugulate him. And I'm out of mana, so I'm gonna say we should just back off. Well, not out of mana, but I'm very close to it. And we don't want Vayne to die, so we gotta back off. Apparently Galio's having lag. This is a much shorter game than last time. It's a bit of a stomp because of my team. But I do feel like I am doing quite a few things right. And showing you a different kind of like a good way to play Lulu as a support still. Even though I haven't been super strong. And I've been making mistakes. So hopefully you guys do not mind that I'm having a bit of, you know, not as much of an impact as I could be if we had a better laning phase. But as I said, because Master Yi got the Vayne killed early, I think that really damaged our early laning phase. Not the Master Yi's fault. He was a bit aggressive, but there was a better way to do that. If he had waited, maybe if I had gotten back to lane, or if he had a sweeper, because he kept asking if it was warded. If he traded this in for a sweeper to make sure it wasn't warded, because for all we know, it could have been warded and they were prepared for that gank. There's a lot of ifs and buts and andors, but you know, we can't really focus on that. In the end, he really did a good job to help us win. I'm actually going to transmugulate the Fizz. And I could actually level this up one more time when I get back to base if we do get a kill maybe. I definitely feel like we have a bit of strength here that we can, in the fight or some sort, can actually shield myself. It seems like the Fizz is actually going to run away, so I'm actually going to knock him up. Still going to take bonus damage, but if I can slow him down enough... Okay, he's going to get feared anyway. He's going to actually transmugulate him, or not. I was hoping to be able to do that, but whatever. So he couldn't use his E to get out, but I feel like at this point, there's nothing they can do to really beat us. Can actually go ahead and end this and say a GG, well played, because they did a really good job, and for a long time, like, it did feel like we were going to lose. And if you guys saw plus 50 there, rewind for a bit, that means we got the last hit on the Nexus, meaning we were the one who won the game, not anyone else. We were the one who won. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, our team kind of helped us with this a lot, so you got to always tell your team good job when they do a really good job. So make sure to be supportive of your team. So, Lulu is very good at disengaging with her ultimate. If, let's say, Galio would engage with his ultimate with a flash ultimate, and I would ulti one of my teammates, it would have not only stopped his ultimate, but it would knock him up and leave him in a very vulnerable position. I can W the Fizz, whoever jumps on my team, I could polymorph them and turn them into a little... In this case, I actually turned them into a little baby seal as Pool Party Lulu. So she's very strong for countering engages, and she can get picks off from time to time with if she can EQ someone well enough to slow them down and keep them under control, and also using W to make sure they can fight back. But for the most part, she's really good at disengage or counter-engaging. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. And if so, remember to like, subscribe, and vote in the straw poll down below to see who will be in the next Does Support Blank Work. I haven't checked it today, but last time I believe it was a tie between Master Yi and Jax. So if you want to see one of those guys more than the other, remember to vote for them. But make sure to check because there's also 3 other champions you can vote for. And I'll see you guys next time on the League of Legends.